Lambwe community is in Homa Bay County, Western Kenya. This is where World Vision has worked for 20 years, implementing different projects. Most homesteads were in the open, exposing them to strong winds. Vegetation was generally poor with scattered shrubs and no grass during the dry periods. People used to cut trees indiscriminately for charcoal, and this led to deforestation and landscape degradation. Farmers also used to encroach the hills for farmland. Roaming animals were also common, and this led to gullies in the village. Thanks to the Green Africa project through World Vision Kenya for coming to empower the community on environmental development and has enabled the establishment of community structures like Genling CBO, which is now here to continue supporting the activities in schools and farms. The farm layout at the school's proposed fruit farm. Members initiating FMNR site. The construction of soil and water conservation structures. Club members pruning at an FMNR site. My name is Ruth, the chairperson of Nyabera Environment Club. The compound used to be very bare, with severe soil erosion in the school compound, but we have managed to change everything.
Reduce the rate of soil erosion. In our FMNR, the place was just bare like here, but we said that it will have soil erosion and it will go into the classroom. So we decided to plant some plants there, including the grass, so that it can reduce the soil erosion. Even in the garden where we have planted the fruits like pawpaw.
Club members now carrying out FMNR practices on an FMNR site. Pruning is always done for faster and healthy growth. It also makes the FMNR neat and accessible. It is a good practice. Spot weeding of Balanus aegyptiaca tree. Staking practice to make the bending trees grow upright. This is grass from our FMNR. We are going to use them for mulching our purpose. Club members at the first FMNR site established in 2017.
Also try to practice FMNR anywhere you are at home.
FMNR is a good practice. We need to practice it both at school and at home so that we conserve our environment. Members are using the grass from the FMNR site to mulch their purpose so that they can retain the moisture content during the dry period. And this would have not been possible without the FMNR practice. This fruit farm was established in the year 2018 with 60 fruit trees, giving fruits 2 times per year. Before I got this knowledge, I used to burn charcoal. I used to walk across the village cutting trees even from people's farms. This charcoal required a lot of trees. Not only trees, but I also used to cut many branches to cover the charcoal. This meant destroying a lot of vegetation. Now there is a serious problem. There is serious deforestation. Look at the hills. They are bare. No trees, no grass. Now Peter and Alfin, like other club members, take the practice home. This is the family house. Now the 2 children take their grandfather for a practical lesson on the field.
I am Peter Adrian. I'm in standard 6. I'm 12 years old. This is my grandfather.
I'm Evelyn Atieno in class 6, Nyabera Primary School. I am 12 years old. This is my grandfather.
Grandfather, I am one of the environmental club members at our school. We do many activities in school One of them is FMNR. Today we want to teach you how to establish FMNR at home. We want to make all of it to be FMNR so that we can get good shade and also grass can grow here so that our animals to graze on, and we can also find here air that we can breathe in. That is also called oxygen. We want to also make our compound beautiful.
Grandfather, if you look at this FMNR, it can also give us firewood in kitchen.
My name is Rasta Sopeyo. This is my home. These my grandchildren have brought me here to show me how to establish an FMNR site, and I'm happy about it. The children have started the lesson by giving an example of clearing the site.
Father, you see we have cleared the site and the trees still have many branches. Now we have to prune them so that one branch to remain so that it can grow stronger and healthier. This is how we do the pruning. We cut some branches so that one branch can remain and it can grow as faster and healthier.
Peter is demonstrating to his grandfather how to use a sakatia for pruning the branches.
Grandfather, for big branches we use pruning saw to prune.
For big branches, the sakatias cannot work. Now we have to use the pruning saw to make it easier. After practical demonstration by grandchildren, the grandfather is now busy following the procedure. You have to hold the sakatia tight, but remember, don't cut closer to the stem. The grandfather is trying. Unfortunately, the sakatia dropped from his hands. A big clap for grandfather. Now you have done it and you are successful. Alvin is introducing another FMNR practice, that is for the bending trees. Now you have to get a stick, peg it down strongly and tie it. That one is called staking. Grandfather is carrying out the practice with support from Alvin, and he is successfully doing it. Now I'm happy with my grandchildren. The place looks smart and clean. This can even keep away snakes and wildcats. I will continue clearing and pruning. This will even grow good grass for my cattle. The lesson is over and the whole team now go home. For many years I've been plowing the greater part of my land, but getting low yield. I didn't know there could be another way this land would be useful. But after learning from my grandchildren and seeing how the managed local trees are doing, I'm convinced this can support me and will reduce the workload. I even want to increase the size of my FMNR site to have a bigger forest. One year after the establishment, the trees have grown bigger and I can harvest some. For that case, I cannot go hungry. This tree was 1 year old. I've cut it and split it into 15 pieces. When I take it to our market center, they buy 3 pieces for 50 shillings. That means 250 shillings. And remember, there were 2 branches, and one remains. The cat shall also regenerate. Now look at the pieces.
Ago erokamano ne jo World Vision kum kelo rieko e Nyabera Primary School.
Thanks to World Vision Kenya for the support to Nyabera Primary School, because from the school I have got the knowledge and skills that will support me economically and help me improve my environment. I appeal to other parents to embrace this and support our children while in or out of school. This will enable us to survive in the difficult climatic conditions.
Konyo ng'ato. Koro an bende awinjo maber kata ayueyo muya maber.
I also enjoy fresh air while walking in this forest. Charcoal burning is labor intensive. I don't want it anymore. It is dangerous. Besides high tea consumption, it is labor intensive, but above all, it gives a bad smoke. It pollutes our environment. It is dangerous. Thanks to World Vision Kenya, this appropriate environmental conservation concept for marginalized areas. We appeal for further adoption so as to quickly address climate change and also regreen Africa.